Marjorie Taylor Greene not being able to read is so on brand. It is so on brand. So, Big Marge came out to let us know that had she known about the big, beautiful bill containing a piece of information stopping individual states from regulating AI, had she known about that, she would have never signed it. She's lying like a by the way. She would have 100% signed it. If President Trump told her to, she would do it. But Marjorie Taylor Greene has come out to let us know she can't read. This is what she got to say about, signing a bill she didn't even read. Marjorie Taylor Greene criticized for not reading Trump's big, beautiful bill. Republican extremist says she would have voted against tax and spending bill if she knew about AI language. Ma'am, stop lying. Marjorie Taylor Greene, please stop the cap. Like, you know, and I know full and fucking well. Like, let's keep it 100. If Donald Trump told you to kill your firstborn, you'd stab her through the chest. Let's keep it 100. If Trump just texted her, Marjorie, you gotta kill your child, you gotta kill it. She literally, we know it's true. She'd do anything he asked her to do. Literally. She would literally do anything he asked her to do. Marjorie Taylor Greene does not serve the American people. She serves Trump. That's literally it. She's never stood for anything in her life. This is an individual who literally refuses to sign bills meant to benefit her constituents. And then when the bills pass, thanks to everyone else in Congress, she comes back to her district and is like, if you see what I passed when I was in office, it's like, no. No, you did not sign that bill. But unfortunately, Americans pay more attention to points put up in football and basketball than points put up in Congress. It's a damn shame. Look, I love sports as much as the next person, but at some point, we have to start paying attention to these politicians. Republican retard Marjorie Taylor Greene has drawn widespread criticism from Democratic colleagues for admitting that not only did she not read Donald Trump's tax and spending bill before voting for it, but she would have voted against it had she read thoroughly. Greene revealed that she was unaware of a provision in Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act that would, is that triple B's? Trump thinks he's LeVar Ball. That would prevent states from regulating artificial intelligence systems for a decade. So as Palantir is rummaging through Americans' private data and trying to blackmail us and take over our lives, your individual state cannot protect you from Peter Thiel and friends. And this Neanderthal-looking creature claims that if she had known, if only she had been informed, she wouldn't have voted for it. You're better off just not saying anything at all, Marjorie. Lying is just, come on. It's like, really? Like, at this point? The Georgia representative said she would have voted against the entire bill had she known about the AI language buried on pages 278 through 279. Full transparency, I did not know about this section on pages 278 and 279 of the OBBB bill, whatever the fuck, that strips states of the right to make laws or regulate AI for 10 years. I am adamantly opposed to this, and it is a violation of states' rights, and I would have voted no if I had known this was in there. Democratic lawmakers who also voted against the bill responded with incredulity to Greene's admission. You have one job: to read the fucking bill, Representative Eric Swalwell wrote in response. Representative Ted Lieu said he had read the AI provision beforehand, and that's one reason I voted no on the GOP's big, ugly bill, he posted on X. Pro tip, it's helpful to read stuff before voting on it. Representative Mark Pecan was far more forward. Read the fucking bill instead of clapping for it like a performing monkey. You should have done your job while it was written. You didn't. You own that vote. The AI provision was just added 2 nights before the bill's markup. This is how demonic conservatives are. They add it right in just before, insidiously, just to get it to go through, to enable Peter Thiel's AI takeover of the country, by the way. It would prohibit state and local governments from pursuing any law or regulation regulating artificial intelligence models, artificial intelligence systems, or automated decision systems for 10 years. Now, not only could they possibly use AI to spy on all of us, which they are using it to spy on all of us, they're also going to be using it to acquire our information illegally and possibly to secure election victories for themselves for the next 10 years to come. So Marjorie Taylor Greene can pretend as though she would have never supported this had she been more informed about this. But the reality is, once she realizes how this is going to benefit her political party, she will eventually fall in line. Because as I've said before, and I think I've said this many times, conservatives don't actually believe in jack shit besides victory. This is the reason why conservatives do a very good job of winning all the time, is because unfortunately they're willing to do anything to win. So, until we actually get to a point where the American people realize that conservatives don't actually functionally govern, we're going to be sitting here like this for quite some time, unfortunately. And see, this is reflective of how conservatives want to govern. They don't want to actually read anything. They don't want to actually pass bills to the benefit of the American people. They simply want to be in power. That's why Marjorie Taylor Greene has zero interest in reading anything in that bill. President Trump told me to sign the bill, so I signed it. That's literally how she lives her life. If President Trump tells her to sign the bill, she will sign the bill. It could be a bill that says, throw the children into the hellfire, and she will sign the bill. She will do anything he tells her to do. It could be cocaine day in the bill. She'll sign the bill. They don't care about functioning government. That's why when they sat there and lectured Elon Musk about not supporting the big, beautiful bill, Elon needs to understand bureaucracy and functioning government. What? From who? You? No way. There is no, bro, of all the people in the world to educate Elon Musk on functioning government, conservatives need to be the last in line. In fact, they need to sit the fuck down. Who, bro? Like, this is crazy. Crazy. And the fact that she would even admit to this, I wouldn't have said shit. If I had to admit that I didn't read the bill just to get my point across, I would just stay silent. And the reality is, if she really didn't want this bill to go through, do you know what Marjorie Taylor Greene would do? She'd publicly come out and say, don't let this bill pass. Instead, all she wants to do is look good to her constituents and look good to MAGA. I didn't know. So when it passes, she can sit there and pretend to wash her hands clean of this, because the bare minimum is what's acceptable in MAGA. The bar is in hell. Not reading legislation is acceptable to them. It's acceptable. If I was an elected official, chat, and I said, y'all, I didn't read that bill, half y'all be like, bro, you tripping, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? MAGA doesn't give a fuck about whether or not she read the bill. In their mind, she's the victim somehow. In their mind, she is the victim. It is a damned shame. But this is what's acceptable. This is what's acceptable now, unfortunately.